Hi, Jordan. Hey guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paulie6 Twitch, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight, I'm joined on mic by Human Brian.
Good evening.
Yay, it's good to have you back. And we also have Tom, Perfect Zero. Excellent. Sound quality not so great there. And Brandy off to the side.
Hello.
Yes, and the corner of my green screen is totally showing. Like
I was just going to mention that your green screen only works if you, keep it all the way up.
Let me zoom it in a little bit, which I hate having to do. There.
It's not like you're going to cut anything off.
I hope not. I'm using all that.
Debatable.
So, Crash Bandicoot. Oh, and I forgot about my workaround to be able to hear the sound.
Didn't they already make a Spyro 4? They had a whole bunch of Spyro games.
I mean, there's been like a dozen, but I think there's only a real trilogy of 3.
Oh, I see. Sort of like the Crash games where they made a bunch more. It's just they weren't numbered.
Or that Duke Nukem guy. There were several of those, but they didn't necessarily count. Oh, they're going to make us accept a user agreement. Isn't that the most obnoxious thing the games do these last 5 years or so?
They're going to come to your house and take a blood sample and hair
like,
sample and stool sample and
yeah. You're not allowed to name your kid after Crash Bandicoot. Blah blah blah.
But Crash.
Crash Bandicoot Acevedo.
That is a good analogy, Matt. Tom sounds like a drive-through speaker.
Yes,
a little bit.
There's a privacy policy too, which is even more useless and unnecessary.
Oh my god.
Yeah, not very polite.
You know why?
Because...
California.
Really?
Yeah. Because they have a very strict privacy policy now.
Well,
almost the same as
not that corporations will follow it anyway.
Gonna put in my initials here. That's me, PRA. Playstyle, modern or retro? I think we want to go with modern so we don't have to replay quite as much. But basically, with retro, you have a finite number of lives. Modern gives you unlimited lives and more checkpoints.
So it's for weak people.
Paul, really awesome is what that stands for, in case anyone was wondering. But there's really good options for the subtitles, like better than in any game I've ever seen, actually. So that's impressive. Hey, Untouchable Dawn, we're glad you made it tonight. Yeah, Darker Player, there's no reason that we should have to agree to a terms of service. No reason. Icky's
just like
here.
the other disclaimers everywhere else.
Epic Quiet, yo.
Batosi. Batosi?
Yeah, Batosi's here again, 2 weeks in a row. Glad to see you.
Wow.
Neo Cortex, the main bad guy of the series.
Have you right where I want you. And now the final blow.
Like you, Paul.
Simpleton.
This reminds me a lot of Skylanders, only because it's from the exact same developer.
It's going to fail.
Voice for Bob.
Again.
Yay! Some kind of doctor.
Attempt to free us from this prison.
Crotch. That's a very interesting username you got there.
Ramblings for another decade.
Hey, BX Latino.
I hope everyone's having a good week. Yeah, I like the Crash series. I don't particularly care about the story.
They have a story?
Well, we've already got Dr. Sabota. Even though the DNR and Dr. Sabota actually do stand for things.
Leave him. He served his purpose.
Dang. Yeah, well, I mean, that's what we're watching now. It's about time. Yeah, when's the last time Crash Bandicoot 3 came out? It's about 100 years ago. Dementia's here. Yo, Dementia.
Goodness, probably 22 years ago?
Are we having a good turnout only because we have a really cool prize tonight? Because I do love the cool prizes, but I'd love to have a good turnout every Saturday. So let's try to do that, everybody.
Is this thing on?
Just suggesting. Lady Canic, subscribe. Thank you so much, Lady Canic. Heck yeah.
Is this thing on?
Thank you, Jordan. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I hear you, Brian.
Oh, okay.
You sound like a girl.
Shut up,
No,
you.
you don't.
Actually, most weeks we don't see both Jordan and Clove and Casey here, and I don't buy the excuse that they're just fooling around. But hey, we're playing.
Yay.
Pretty good.
I was
Oh,
gonna say
Lady
the last time I
Canic.
played this, I was still married. So,
The series. Yeah. Well, Activision did kindly release a really nice collection of Crash and then a nice collection of Spyro games on Xbox One and PlayStation 4.
yeah, I don't even think Mackenzie was born yet.
So good to hear that, Crash Doctor.
The Spyro
Jump
games
on
were
it.
very good.
Yeah, they were the closest thing to Mario 64 that you could get on the PlayStation 1. So that was, or was it PlayStation 2? One of those.
Spyro? PlayStation
Yeah.
1.
Okay, that's what I thought. I only played the very first one, so it's been a long time. Hey, I just killed Pumbaa. Good. Timon and Pumbaa suck.
No. Hakuna Matata.
Wonderful phrase.
Means no worries.
For the rest of your days?
Yep.
The rest of your days.
Ah! So, first Spyro was PS1. Alright.
Yeah, the first 3 Spyros were
Of course you
PS1.
have
Same
to
with
jump
Crash.
on boxes. Oh, but I do have a spin. I could be doing spins instead. That TNT will kill me, right?
Yes.
If you spin it, yeah, you can jump on it.
Why do I want to jump on it again?
Because it'll explode and that
Yeah.
goes towards your box goal.
Oh,
You can jump, yeah.
I want to break a bunch of boxes?
You want to break all the boxes
Yes.
in a level.
All
It's always
boxes
that.
must die.
2, 1, there you go. See?
Yeah, we streamed the collection, and we also streamed Crash Team Racing, which is quite a fun game, although the items are really crappy compared to Mario Kart.
Yeah, but for people who only had a PlayStation, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Better
I mean,
than a poke in the eye.
It's still... it's a good game, for sure. I just, like, that's the one thing that stood out to me, is, like, were they even trying with the items?
Better than Garfield Racing. I mean, come on.
Few things are better than Garfield Racing. The Brownmeister is here. Good to see you, Brownmeister. I believe today is the day I should resubscribe to you, or maybe that's tomorrow. I forget. I just checked recently. Ooh, there's a double jump.
Man, my stream is being super janky tonight.
Oh! Good job, tech guy.
Nice, Dick. I love it.
Ooh, this game does look really nice.
Unreal 4.
Playing on the Xbox One X. Jordan prefers $5 poop games. How many games about poop are there? Maybe we don't want to
Weird.
know.
Down this country, a lot.
Mario Kart Advance needs a remake, dang
Well,
it.
at least I'm not the only person who's having a little bit of a buffer issue tonight. I have gigabit, dang it.
Apologize, everybody. Yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was my Comcast acting up in some way.
I have
No,
Comcast, too.
it's not. I'm not seeing buffering on my end, other than the usual time delay. But no, it's going to be a localized connection issue.
Yeah, it's probably my connection to the local Miami server.
Aha!
On Miami.
Yep, I live about 50 miles from Miami.
So, yes, these graphics, they're lush and detailed.
They look
Still
good.
got kind of the general... The color palette of the Crash games is not especially attractive to me, but, I mean, it's part of the series. Whole beat a crawl, okay.
This reminds me a lot of, like, the new Donkey Kong Country games for the Wii and the Wii U.
Ooh. I need to play that one. I've got the Switch one, and I've only just played it for a second.
Oh, the Switch one is so good. Tropical Freeze?
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent game. But the one on the Wii, Donkey Kong Country Returns, that one's a very good one as well.
What is this thing? Ah, I just jumped on a question mark, and it took me to a bonus level?
Bonus!
One issue with the visual quality on this game is just everything's too soft. I don't like it when the graphics are too soft.
Like a focus thing? Is that what you're thinking of? How do I get up there? I don't even see how I could get
Yeah.
up there.
There.
The bouncing
Yeah.
arrow block.
Interesting. This is kind of like Mario, huh?
Basically, the grandfather of modern platformers.
These games are known to be very challenging, and in fact, the most critical review I read of it, which was from Polygon, was very critical of the difficulty. So I guess achievement, yeah, it is going to get hard.
Yes, it is I, Brian.
I guess that's why they do the thing. We
What
can
the
do
heck?
the old school.
Matt Wrestling is making fun of Tom's sound quality. Hey Matt, for the longest time you either had your phone in your mouth or a mile away from it.
We don't speak of the Dark Ages.
Thank you, Tech Guy, showing off there. Complete the game in one night? Oh my gosh.
You can do it.
Yeah, when's the last time I actually finished a game, guys? I don't even remember.
Yeah, my voice has a lot of
Oh, God.
frying.
Oh god. Yep, that killed me. That was
Good job. Yeah, don't spin in it.
I was supposed to jump on top of it just really quickly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you bounce on it and keep going.
I'll try. Oh god. Does that actually count as breaking it?
Yes.
Even though it
Yes,
sank?
you'll be fine.
You guys and your death counters. Yeah, one of these days I'll hook up my little Elgato Stream Deck.
It'll never happen.
Should just make a mod command for it.
Can we do that?
Yeah, in the bot.
That's not a bad idea.
I think there's one built into the bot. You just have to turn it on. I think. Don't quote me on that.
Ain't
I'm
no
not
telling.
terribly
Thank you.
familiar with Bluebot anymore.
You were originally the master of the bot.
Yeah, well, I don't use it very much. I have my own that I use locally. When I stream once every 6 months.
Oh. Well, when you do stream, you need to post it in our Discord because we enjoy it.
Yeah, I always forget. I've been streaming VR games lately. I need to stream.
Oh, I missed
the-
4 boxes.
I need to stream the Vader one, the third Vader game.
Sure, I'd like to see that.
It's fun.
Interesting.
For the Data VR.
Yeah.
Gems unlock skins. Getting Wampa. I mean, I thought these two were brother and sister. I don't want to watch them getting Wampa. Anyway.
Wampa's the name of the fruit. Vader Immortal is indeed awesome, Batosi. I need to play the Starfighter game, the new one, in VR, because it looks awesome.
Ooh. Yeah, people like that game pretty well, don't they? Squadrons.
It's been getting a lot of good reviews.
Nick Paleo from Co-Optimus, who was on our stream for like 5 minutes last week, he plays it all the time, so he seems to really like it. By the way, guys, he got motion sick while playing, and quite oddly, yeah, he got disconnected. Well, Serious Sam is what we were playing. Sorry, but Serious Sam 4, if you don't adjust the motion sickness settings, it will make you motion sick. I don't understand why they have the default settings like that. But anyway,
why would it make you motion sick?
just it's got like serious Bob and stuff. I don't know.
Oh,
but
I hate that
It's
stuff.
like watching Blair Witch.
but it's the topmost option of all options is motion sickness settings. You know, they know it's going to happen. So I just don't understand why they don't just tweak it to where it's unlikely to happen.
That
But
just seems silly.
anyway, he popped off the stream after about 20 minutes last week, and his game crashed, and that's fine. But then he just never got back on Discord or anything. Like, he didn't communicate with us for the rest of the stream, which
He was too
wasn't
busy
very
puking.
well. It wasn't very polite of him, but like basically he felt a little bit sick, and then after that he just didn't think to come back and let me know what was going on. So a bit awkward, kind of a wasted opportunity of a special guest thing. But it was nice to talk to him for a minute at least.
This level reminds me very strongly of Donkey Kong Country.
Ah! Oh, that guy. Oh man, that guy just killed the crap out of me.
I got sick too, but it was after a long time. I had turned the settings down
To
as well.
50%, yeah.
And so I was fine for about an hour and 15 minutes, but right before the end, yeah.
I've never had that in a standard
Oh.
flat
Pay
2D
attention.
game before. I've only ever had that in VR, and only on like some of the worst VR games.
Serious Sam's not 2D, it's 3D. It's a first-person shooter.
In 2D, I mean like flat on a monitor.
The only game that ever made me feel motion sick, because again I adjusted my Serious Sam 4 settings already, but the only one that ever did was Marathon for the original Xbox 360.
Never download a game called Incel. It's a VR like magic school bus, go inside a body type thing, microscopic. That thing made me absolutely almost hurl.
Well, I don't much care for incels to begin with. They have a very
Yeah.
negative attitude, and they're responsible for far too much online harassment and actual crimes.
Yeah, it's probably best to just avoid them altogether.
Yes. And by the way,
That sounds like an awesome game. Biologist over here is going, oh yeah.
Okay.
No, there's a much better one. It's the Body VR, and it's free. They're both free, but
Interesting, Matt. Allow or deny. Icky, can you allow or deny that thing
I
you
would
said?
deny that. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
Oh, so Brian can see it too.
Deny that
I
one
get-
too. Admins can do it.
It's
Or
not that
mods can do
bad,
it.
but
Family friendly, damn you.
yeah, we are family friendly. If you say that.
That's a word you can get by with in a PG movie.
True that. Alright, well, holding B, double jump. Why, what does that do? Make you jump a little bit higher? There's an achievement for it.
Oh yeah, the crouch jump makes you jump a little higher. Just like Mario.
I got a golden apple, whatever that is.
More stuff.
You don't know what
Okay,
it
that'll
said
blow
because
up
I
the rest of it,
protected
right?
your virgin eyes.
Fat loots.
Matt was just complimenting me. Matt, longtime friend, he's always thought I was very sexy, and I appreciate that.
It should be a Tomb Raider reboot. They already rebooted it.
Yeah, how many times do they have to reboot it?
Her boobs can't get
Nice
any
to
more
work for a
teacher.
Yeah, no, they're not square anymore.
Ah.
Not
Yeah.
No, they're very not square anymore.
Oh, that was a tough jump. Guys,
Yeah. I was actually very happy with the Tomb Raider reboots. I can't imagine them doing any better.
Yeah, they're excellent games.
I really do need to play them. I mean, I've played like a few minutes of them, but I've never given them a
The
serious play.
the first one was excellent. The second one was it was okay. It wasn't great. And I haven't played the third one yet, even though I own it.
Third one's good as well. I honestly liked all three of them, but the first one was really special.
Yeah, the
God.
first one was amazing.
Breaking
Graphically,
boxes is
the
very scary.
second one is great because of
You
all
don't
the
have to jump
enhancements
on
they
it.
do
Just
to
spin
it.
through them, Paul.
Easy for you to say.
And Paul, if you're going to play it, make sure you get it in on Steam, so you can take advantage of the RTX.
It's too hard. This part's really hard. Take
Oh,
advantage of VR.
don't spin the
RTX.
TNT ones.
RTI.
RTX.
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 Ray
It's
tracing.
not automatic.
Ray tracing. No,
Oh.
you have to turn it
You're
on, and you have
gonna
a ray
have to,
tracing
yeah.
GPU.
Yep.
True. I mean, last week we were able to run Serious Sam 4 with ultra settings and stream at the same time. That's pretty awesome.
What did you get? A 2060 Super, I think?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's an amazing GPU.
Thanks to some awesome person. Ah. God.
Hey,
I can't do this.
and what
It's
do you
too
know? That's the
stressful.
person's actual name.
No. Oh. Ah. Oh my gosh. I do have to collect everything.
You're acting like Brandy.
It wouldn't be there if I wasn't supposed to collect it.
If you want to 100% the game, you have to collect all the boxes. You have to break them all.
But I already missed some in the previous level, so I'm already
Yeah, it's
gonna
fine.
have to-
You don't have to worry about it, but you know.
Yeah, let's not right now. I mean, doing it on camera too makes it even more stressful.
Yeah, the 2070 is an amazing GPU as well.
Stop falling off, Paul. Now I can't do it even when I don't.
Boo, you suck. It's a good thing you turned it on modern instead of classic, because you'd be dead.
Yes.
Can I remember this and film it for later?
No. Ah. No, I mean the review that I read, it was totally complaining about the unforgivingness of jumps and such. It really is very unforgiving in the old school way.
Well, yeah, I mean, they're trying to emulate the old games, so they would make it that way.
Just Paul, just go to the end.
Just keep going.
You're right. You're right.
Just go fight the boss, or whatever that thing is. I haven't played this, I don't know.
Just go do what with the boss?
Just go fight it, or whatever that
fight
thing is.
it. Okay.
Get your mind out of it, guy. Jeez.
Jordan has a Chromebook. Interesting.
Oh, it's not a boss. It's some sort of weird one.
Well, that's better than no
Don't
computer at
polish
all.
it.
Jordan is still in high school.
Chromebook. Ugh. I mean, you could play Stadia on it.
Finish first, Lee Pish. We can be perfectionists afterwards.
You can't play Stadia on Stadia.
You can't play Stadia on Stadia?
That platform is so terribly unstable.
Although I hear it has an exclusive Bomberman game that's supposed to be pretty good.
I think you should get away from the big glowing guy.
Yeah, he's frightening.
Yeah, he looks a little mean. Oh, you missed that gem.
I did?
Yes.
What was it, a gem?
Yes.
I'm just gonna die.
No checkpoint.
Oh, I hit a checkpoint. I can't die.
You've done enough dying.
Thanks for nothing, Brian.
Well,
Glad it's not one of those situations where you stand at a checkpoint where you die instantly.
Tom, your sound just broke up like
I don't know what the deal is with this. It's like, I should not be having any signal issues.
I really think
And it was just a firmware update.
you should be able to play xCloud games on a Chromebook.
You can.
Can you Steam Link on a Chromebook? Because Steam Link is great. Of course, you would have to own a computer to do that.
Yes, you can.
No, get away. Oh, you got me.
My daughter.
Hey, Avis Mingo, thank you very much. Avis Mingo, one of, I believe, Matt Young's fans.
What about
We'll take it.
Activision?
We appreciate the support. I follow him as well.
I haven't seen anything about Activision. What did they do now?
Come on, we could do this. All right, where's the gem? Or did I got to a checkpoint, so I wouldn't even see it, right?
You didn't see it. It was hiding behind one of those spires.
Dang
of
it, Tom.
bombs.
Tom, you probably need to open some kind of port that you're blocking.
You won.
I know you said to never open ports, but
There's another achievement.
you're the only one who has those problems. Meet Lonnie Lowly. Oh man, this game really, it's got Lolitas and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. What kind of stuff did you say Avis Mingo streams? Good luck, everybody.
No way. Not in a million.
So we got our talking mask.
10
Yay, we
index
just
file.
met Crash's sister. No
What does-
wumping, you two.
What is a G210? Is that a Logitech mouse or something?
Get him off, get him off, get him off.
Better priced NVIDIA card.
Oh, you mean
Yeah,
a
it's
GT210. God, those things suck.
Hey, Aku, how's it going?
Tomb Raider 2013. Yes, that's the one that we're getting out.
Oh, speaking of Tomb Raider.
I knew we'd have so much Steam interest tonight. A lot of times we can't get people to pay attention to the Steam prizes.
It's a good game.
It's yeah, I know. It's because it's a popular game. If it wasn't a popular one, they'd be like, "Eh, I'm too cool for that."
Stupid.
I mean, I would have done another Steam prize. I only did one, you know, because just don't usually have that much interest.
Unknowingly paved the way.
Yeah, I really
for
need
our
to see that guy scratching his butt. That made my day.
My rift generator is complete.
I'm the game, Bob Jones? Oh, he's saying it is the
Space will
game.
be within our grasp.
That's true, Matt Rusty. I'm glad for that.
Embryo.
Remind me and I'll
Little
just give you a
projects
Steam game
you
of some
want to tell
kind.
me about?
Probably find something you'd like.
Uh-oh. I guess
Hey,
Tom
Panda
lost.
P.
Yeah, he'll come back.
Ah, this guy's creepy.
Yeah. Looks like a weird, ugly Dexter.
It's a weird, it's a motley assortment of bad guys.
Or whatever.
I like that his name is Cortex.
Hasten
It
your
makes me happy.
By my
Neo Cortex.
calculations,
Is that a
our
play on
enemies are
words, or-
already
Yes.
moving against
Every
us,
character in this game
and
is a play on
we
words.
Will
Yes.
prevail.
We will prevail.
Well, there's nothing wrong with buying cheap Steam games, but
Evil
also you shouldn't think of it as a backlog. Like, you should just think of it as your library, and you play what you feel like playing. It's
Yeah, I
not
mean,
like,
what are you going to do if there's a zombie apocalypse? I mean, come on.
interesting way of looking at it. Oh, we got the map screen. But I mean, nobody can play all of their games if they actually collect digital games, and you know.
Zombies aren't real.
If you have Game Pass Ultimate, you'll never play all the games in your life.
Yeah, there's that right there. Although I don't think Matt has that. He's really cruel to his Xbox, even though it's the
Well, Game Pass
platform
Ultimate,
that raised him.
Game Pass Ultimate is Xbox, PC, and Xbox Live.
That's the level we already did. Oh yeah, you're right. Good point. So you could do all of those skins.
Yes.
What do we got? So even though I got a nice streaming code for this, I did not get the skins that you would. Oh no, maybe I did. Are these the skins that you would get? Signed into Activision account. I don't know. How do I change to the girl? Let's change to the girl. There we go. Achievement.
Yeah.
tubular.
Try on a skin.
Like, totally.
I haven't really done much with xCloud yet. I wanted to play PSO2 on it, but it's not one of the games you can play on it.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Game Pass Ultimate comes with xCloud too.
Yeah, which is nice.
I think I have Game Pass Ultimate until April 2022 or something like that.
I'm going to miss it when it runs out. But, I mean, we could buy a year for 90, which is fair.
90 is an insane deal because it's double that. It's over 180. I think it's 185 or something like that.
Wow. So, yeah,
So
good deal.
we need the other masks.
Insane
to close
deal.
the
Even at
rifts,
180,
correct?
180,
Now, my brother
185
O'Connor
bucks a
was
year, it's
around
still
here
an
somewhere.
insane deal.
Oh,
you don't
thank
have
you. I'm
to-
glad you appreciate my Fatal Fury hat. My girlfriend doesn't.
I just think it looks redneck. I keep telling them that.
It looks like a really hick truck hat. Trucker hat.
See? That's what I'm trying
Okay,
to tell
well,
him.
the people who know, they know.
I mean, I know it's Fatal Fury, but it still looks like a really hick trucker hat.
Thank you. That's what I've been trying to tell
I'm
him.
going to give you guys a burning knuckle.
He's gonna take you
Yay,
out back
Dr.
with the
Spoda
switch and the
rules.
swang.
Yep, that there swang.
Ah, look, there's a weird new mechanic. You can phase between two things. It's like the DC multiverse or something. I don't know.
This starts getting very complicated towards the harder
Mm-hmm.
stages of the game.
You've played it?
I've watched people play it on Twitch.
Okay. How do I break these boxes? I just bounce off of them? Is that the idea?
Yep, you just bounce from one to the other and then switch in midair and go jump on the bridge.
Okay. Oof, that was... I mean, it wasn't that tricky, but it's kind of tricky. Just tricky enough for me.
He's trying to teach you all the mechanics, man.
I guess so. What a huge, great...
That's
You
not
can-
disappear.
You missed a box on the hill. Oh, never mind. I'm just slow.
Excuse me, I'm the king of the hill.
I keep refreshing this, the video on the stream to get it up to where it's
accessories.
supposed to be, but it keeps going back.
It didn't even disappear.
No, I sell propane and propane accessories.
Yes.
No, it's just the jumps are very unforgiving. This is not like a Mario game where you've got some breathing room over jumps.
Wait, I thought you had a 2070, Matt, not a 2060.
Yeah, Matt, make up your mind.
God.
Get sick of that. Wait, is this video... Hey, Link, we're glad you made it. Is Matt's video card better than mine?
Probably.
What? I'm offended. It shouldn't be.
You gonna get into a video card measuring contest here, Paul?
Yeah, I
Might have
know,
to.
right? That's what I was thinking.
I take pride in my video card that Tom got me. It's part of my personal identity.
Speaking of Tom, where did he go?
I think he was lost to the void. He was, he was being pulled up by the void this whole time. Oh, that was a good sound effect. Total Looney Tunes sound effect.
He is connected, like in the
Tom.
audio channel, but he's not talking.
Hopefully he's alright, because he is supposed to play EDF 5 with me after the stream. Hey Matt, if Tom can't play EDF 5, you should play this. You'll probably say you're watching a sports ball game or kicking your butt or something. Oh crap, don't do that, Paul. Ah!
A
Yep,
big fish ate you.
I got eaten by a sand shark. Story of my life.
Big
Wow,
We're trying to get you ready for the Dune movie.
that was sad.
Dennis Villeneuve. What? It jumped right out.
I wouldn't get a 2060 right now. That's a bad idea.
Okay.
I mean, if you've already got a 2060, it's not a big deal, but
So how do I know when to jump?
it looks like it jumps twice.
Sorry,
Okay,
Tom.
gotcha. You're right. Oh.
Made things worse trying to fix it.
Oh, yeah, we're sorry, Tom. I hope you can figure it out. Oh god, run! Okay, made it. What does that nitro thing do, guys?
Oh, don't jump on that, because they immediately explode. They're like TNT, but they explode right away.
But am I not?
It tells
supposed
you
to
on the
destroy
screen.
it? Right, but I mean, am I supposed to destroy it or not?
There'll be a thing at the end to blow them all up.
Oh, okay. I can live with that. No! Ah! I'm gonna blame the controls. Oh, but it sure did send me far back.
Not that far.
A bit.
Kirby.
Okay, we got this. That's interesting, ads.
thing.
Yeah, they've got a whole different economic situation than what we've got.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to have an Indian viewer again. It's been a while. We have one who will come every now and then, but sure can't count on him. Oh, dang it, I missed
you
it.
almost had it.
Oh, but I can still get up there? Yeah, I can still get up there.
Yeah. Just gotta do that crazy crouch double jump thingy.
The phasing thing is a really cool mechanic. I appreciate it. Oh god. Did it.
There's other phase or switching mechanics where it switches gravity,
Wow.
and that looks like it gets kind of crazy.
Oh, neat. Avis Mingo, are you from Australia? See, that's bad that I haven't actually got to catch your stream yet, but you probably operate on a much different hour. No, go back! Oh, I missed a bunch of boxes. I didn't... Oh, I could just jump off and die if I
Braumeister and Jono, I
Yeah.
think, are from Australia.
Braumeister and Jono, and there used to be someone else too, whose name I can't remember. Oh, you're not Australian. Oh. Alright, well, if you ever need a place to stay in Australia, Braumeister has offered up his house. Very kind of him.
We did hear you a little bit, Tom.
Quiet or is it fine?
Oh, there he is.
You're good.
Yeah, you're better now.
How do I get up to that top box? We just got an achievement.
You busted the box. You would need to do that.
Well, I can die again.
You butt slammed
Yeah.
on it.
You're not supposed to try to die.
Busted a nut on it. That's not appropriate, friend.
I said you butt slammed it.
Oh, you can
Can't you go
crouch. You can crouch.
underneath?
That's what it is. Alright, so you're saying do butt slam it or don't?
Don't.
So do what? I mean, I bounce up and down, then the one
Hold
those
the
will
B
disappear.
button. Hold the B button, and there's an arrow box under the crate with vertical slats in it, and it'll bounce you higher.
So hold B the whole time?
You can.
Alright,
It's in
try
there
it.
and then in there.
Yeah, we did it. Thank you. Alright, this time I'm gonna crouch like I'm supposed to.
Are you supposed to crouch?
Oh,
'Cause
neat.
that things go underneath.
I wish I had a Spain viewer.
You have to.
I speak a little Spanish after all.
Hola.
Ah,
That.
wow.
You have just exhausted the extent of my Spanish.
You found it. And now
Hey,
get up
bueno.
on the top.
How do you... Yeah, getting back up is not so easy. You have to actually jump. Which I wasn't expecting, and is kind of annoying, actually. You should just be able to let go of B. Oh, well. Okay.
That looked cool.
Checkpoint. Thank goodness.
That's really cool. They are definitely stealing from Donkey Kong Country here.
If you're gonna steal from the best.
That is true. They are some of the best. The boxes that have the metal strapping on them, you have to body slam them to break them.
Oh! That's good to know. Oh man, there's a box up high that I didn't notice.
¿Por qué?
No es bueno! SWAT Force.
No
There's
habla
trap team
español.
Okay. Tell us about SWAT Force and trap teaming. I don't know what the trap team thing is.
No, are those words?
They seem to be. Yeah, I filled in crap. Oh, wait. But how am I supposed to break these? Oh, I
I
jump
know
on.
the
Jump
trap
on 'em.
team tomorrow.
It's a trap. It's a Star Wars thing.
I'll get in trouble with the cops.
Apex Legends. Ow! I hit the car. Alright. So to get up to the very highest one, I need to be holding B when I jump on top of this one.
Yes, because you'll bounce higher.
Ah! Oh, it didn't go so well. Anyway, I'm not going to stress over it.
It's fine.
I promised myself I wasn't going to cry.
Free
Detachable
physics lesson.
Skylanders.
Going splatty into cars is bad.
I like the Skylanders games. They are a little boring, and the stories are insultingly boring. But those are...
Why do you like them?
They're still... Well, I don't know, they're just kind of fun. Like swapping the toys around and the different abilities and things.
I have never played a Skylanders game.
Well, it's not an easy thing to get into, knowing that you would need a bunch of toys to get the proper experience. But we do have a lot of toys, so...
I have a bunch of Disney Infinity toys.
Ah,
That failed experiment.
yeah, that game didn't I mean, actually, people seem to have liked that.
Oh, it was
held to
great.
the right. I guess
I
my
love
timing
Disney
wasn't-
Infinity. It was awesome.
Yeah. It seemed really cool. Okay, holding B, jumping.
You are quite correct, Dr. Player.
Ah, I did it that time! Yeah, buddy.
Did he really die just so we could go back and get it? We may never know.
Yeah, Matt, you're not getting any pictures, so quit asking. No, not by me.
Hey, Chicago.
Beverage for Chicago made it. We're so glad to see you.
Hey, hey.
How are you in Firelight? I hope it. Whoa! Oh man, did I die the time that I actually got the? Ooh,
You suck.
it's a very hard game. No. Yeah. Okay, did it. Whoa.
The original... The original Crash game... Wow.
I have to laugh.
That was bad. The original Crash games were PlayStation 1 exclusive. And then Activision bought the developer? Or they bought the IP.
They bought the rights. Yeah.
Yeah, they
Was
might
that
have-
Naughty
they might have
Dog who
already-
made these? They don't own Naughty Dog.
No, no.
know.
They don't own Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog made the original Crash games.
Thanks
Yes.
for nothing, Jodo.
God, you
Be
suck.
careful if
good.
Activision owned Naughty Dog.
Okay, the only reason I get to laugh is this is usually me doing this.
I think
it's so hard to choose.
Activision published the original games. That's why they have the rights.
I thought it was Sony published, actually, right at first.
I don't think so. I think it was Activision who published the first
I guess we could have read up on them.
the first games. I don't remember. It's been 25 years. Give me a break.
Activision just bought them up because nobody else was doing anything with the rights. For a while, Vivendi Universal had the rights. And was
They made
making-
some mediocre
Hey.
games. It's super good you picked this easy cheaters difficulty.
Oh yeah, real easy.
Hey man, it's better than losing lives.
Oh, it's... Oh my gosh. It's stressful. This game is very stressful. Oh, thank goodness.
You would not
Happy
like the Donkey
football.
Kong Country games if you think this is stressful.
Well, maybe.
Because they get crazy.
Mingo is saying that Banjo-Kazooie is the best, and I agree, he is the best.
Banjo-Kazooie?
Banjo-Kazooie Dewey.
Interesting.
Questionable. Very questionable.
Oh, God. Why did I do that? Oh, now I'm stuck in the box. That's not supposed to happen. Look at that. No.
Whoops.
Both Polly in the
My
box.
rage. I'm still just a rat in a cage.
Bug. Somebody got a bug report there?
Good job.
What'd you say?
Somebody got a bug report there?
Yeah, someone should.
You're singing butterfly.
Can I try it again? Oh, maybe I'll just fall and
Butterfly
die.
wings, is that it?
Alright. Well, I mean, it was... I could have just not died there and I would have been fine, but I was being silly.
That sounds a bit freaky there, Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, that map of ours.
Horrible movie.
Was it?
Yes.
It was a weird movie.
It was really bad.
It's like Tom Cruise did it.
Oh, God.
Yes. And he's gotten pretty weird over the years.
Seriously.
Plus, Tom Cruise doesn't even like ladies. That's not important.
According to his wives. Or ex-wives.
I'm not sure he likes guys or girls, to be honest. He doesn't seem like...
He
somebody
likes
who'd be
Tom
real-
Cruise.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
he'd be real into bodily fluids and things like that.
I tried to
like
watch
our
The
man.
Boys. It's just too bloody for me.
Aw. Yeah, it sounds a bit dark for me. Like, I could probably watch it, but I don't know how much I'd enjoy the darkness.
It's not that bad, honestly. There's only a few scenes that are bloody. Overall, it's
Right.
nothing more than you haven't seen in pretty much every other show these days.
I need to go back and forth quicker to get through that part.
I mean,
Yeah, no, it's the darkness, like the innocent people and...
The first 5 minutes of the first episode were pretty graphic.
I like
Honestly,
it's-
the extent of it, they don't really repeat that. It's the usual opening shock value nonsense.
That BS.
Yep.
How about The Tick? Did we all watch The Tick on Amazon? Because that's a wonderful show, and it was unfortunately canceled right after the second season debuted. Amazon did not promote that second season at all, so they just did it in on purpose, basically, which really sucks.
Well, maybe it wasn't doing
Yeah,
well,
good
and they
enough.
just
I actually liked
decided
it.
to cut their losses.
No, but I mean, they didn't promote it. You can't expect views when people don't know when it's coming, and then it comes and they still don't know. You know, like you gotta meet the show halfway.
Also, what, like 2 or 3 years between first and second season?
Yes, which wasn't good to begin with.
No.
To make people wait that long. Doesn't help. And it was a truly good show. A bit of uneven tone problems in the first season. I don't know if they fixed that in the second.
You just
but-
missed all 6 of those boxes.
Are you serious?
You
Yes.
should have body slammed him.
Oh, I thought it was over. Thinking about the tick
Never.
here, okay?
It's never over.
It's never over. You sound like the tall man from the Phantasm movies. Just reading about this.
No idea what that is.
Oh, it's a nice series of indie horror movies.
I don't watch horror movies. That's my
There's-
wife's. That's
You really
my
watch
wife's
movies,
territory.
period.
That's true. I like superhero movies and Star Wars and things like that.
How do I get those gems up there?
The Wampa fruit.
What's a Wampa fruit?
That's what that is.
But no, look, they're really high up.
Yeah, but that put-
If you look, there's a platform above it, so you probably come around.
Okay. I missed the path earlier.
Oh, it was on the left. Okay. You can
Thanks
go
for letting me know,
backwards.
Icky.
You can go backwards in Crash games.
Well, I'm glad I can, but yeah, I've missed things already, so it's not a big deal.
My stream is being super
What
janky
is
tonight.
that thing?
Just a bad guy.
It's weird looking.
He is weird looking.
You're
Like
weird
Edward
looking.
Scissorhands gone wrong.
Well, oh, dang it.
No, it looks like Nightmare Before Christmas. One of the kids.
I don't see a left pathway here.
Rock, Shock, and
Oh,
Bear.
is that the left pathway right there?
Yeah.
I see it now. Okay.
Oh, I see the barrel.
Tricky. Yeah.
Trixie, Trixie, Trixie.
I was listening to the Best of Beastie Boys album, like the real comprehensive multi-disc one. And it has these tracks where somebody is just like goofing around on stage and it barely qualifies as music, and those tracks are really annoying when they come up.
I could,
Very
I could
random.
definitely understand that.
When they have tracks like that on albums where it's basically just garbage.
Yeah, and it's like they don't think about, they put it in because they think it's fun, but they don't think about the listening experience. Like, okay, what's it gonna be like when somebody's just trying to listen to music?
Well, they put it in there because they want it to feel like you're actually at the concert.
I suppose. Ah.
You know,
Yeah,
it's-
but
it's for
frankly,
people
even if
who
I was at a
live in the-
concert, I wouldn't stand that stuff.
I
It's,
felt like
it's,
those particular tracks were lame.
it's for people like me who grew up in the middle of freaking nowhere.
This part right here, Gone Girl movie, yeah, did we already give away Gone Girl, or that's next? And you probably wouldn't be able to watch it in your region, though, ads without a VPN. Anyway, the camera angle is the enemy here, because it's tough to judge your jumps.
True. I gotta open my door. I think my daughter closed it before she went to bed. It's getting hot in here.
She running around a bunch.
She's 2, so yeah,
Nice.
causing havoc.
Aw. You taught her to play any video games yet? Oh, he'll tell us when he gets back. Little Brian Rietta. He asked me what I thought he should name her. I didn't think he'd take me seriously.
Alright, that's better. And all the
Hey!
animals were trapped in here, so.
So we were asking if you had, if you taught her to play video games yet.
No, she's never played a video game.
She is pretty young.
She's only 2.5. Give me a break.
She can handle, like, just messing around with Pac-Man or something like that. Something real simple. I think that's about how old I was. I might have been 3. Anyway.
I think I was 4 or 5 when I got my first game console.
Ooh.
I have a bot for my channel called Robot Brian.
What's your relation to Brian versus Gaming? Are you guys cousins?
No,
Do you compete with each other? Is that why he's called Brian versus Gaming?
I have no idea what that is.
It's a guy in our audience today. I wonder how you get up there. See that? I want to get up there.
You
I
can crouch
just-
jump.
Oh, didn't. The crotch jump didn't work.
Did you mispronounce that on purpose?
Didn't I? But look, it didn't get me up all the way. Let's try that crotch jump again, see if it gets me up all the way.
See? You did it again.
Oh, no, that time it did get me up. Thank you. Oh, and there was an even better thing up above and I missed it. Let's just kill ourselves. I want to get that jump.
I mean, Paul is a child, so you got to deal with it.
Well, I do work
Wait,
with children.
why did you kill yourself?
Because I missed a gem because I broke the box the wrong way.
Oh, I didn't see there was
just-
a box there. I thought it was just fruit.
Do the gems do anything? I don't know.
It goes towards your completion of 100%.
Well, of course. But do they have a tangible benefit beyond that?
I think it gives you skins if you get them all.
I like skin.
Sorry.
Anyone's interested in voice acting? Oh. I wish I had a nice enough voice to voice act. Ah.
I mean, I could maybe
We've
try.
watched enough anime. They don't have nice voices.
Nani?
Yeah, you gotta have a certain versatility to your vocal cords, which I am sadly lacking.
Or you can be like a lot of popular actors and just be the exact same person with the exact same voice every time.
Okay, look. Here's what I have to do. I have to hold B, jump up on top of this, and then double jump.
Don't talk
Oh,
about
it still
Kevin
didn't get me up
Costner
there.
and Robin Hood.
You
Why
have to
did it?
hold the jump button.
But no, I had to. How could I double jump if I don't? How would that have worked?
You hold the jump button when you bounce on the box. It pushes you higher, and then you double jump off that.
Like the apex of it?
Yeah.
All right, we'll try one more time.
Yeah, Adam has an excellent voice as well. He would be a good voice actor, but I don't think he gives a crap about doing voiceover.
Canadian Adam?
Yeah.
He would be good for certain kinds of characters in an anime.
He's got that old man voice.
Old man Adam.
This Canadian
Coincidentally, he's
Adam
also
is
an old
real
man,
name.
so. No, it's just Adam. But he's
Contest
from,
for-
he's from Canada. He's from that part of Canada that's basically Detroit.
Frosty Canada, and you're right.
We should have him change his name to Canadian Adam. I think it'll be much better for him.
My family doesn't live far from there, actually.
Okay, I made it. So you're saying hold B, hold A, and then jump at the apex of it.
Yes.
So I hold A while I'm bouncing.
Yes.
It's still... I swear I
He
was doing
lives
that.
in what the heck is the name of that town?
I don't
Windsor.
want that channel.
He lives in Windsor, which literally, if you look across the river, you can see Detroit.
Oh, wow. I actually know where that is, and it is really not far from my family's.
Well, why wouldn't I? Chicago.
So, wow. Okay, cool.
Family friendly, folks. Family friendly.
They
Yeah.
live in Oakville.
What has everyone been up to this week?
Anything we do every week, Paul. Try to take over the world.
World.
Yes. Have you seen the teaser trailer for the new Animaniacs on Hulu?
No.
It's quite
No.
cool. I mean, it's only a teaser, so there's like literally about 1 second of finished animation. But you do get to see the voice actors doing their voices. And they're all like 100 years old, but they still sound just like they used to. So that part's good.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Especially Wacko.
Yeah, if you like Animaniacs, it's certainly worth checking out. It's only like 2 minutes.
Hulu's free.
Watch it and bring back Pinky the
Well,
Brain. That was
the
my
good Hulu.
real favorite thing about that series.
Agreed.
Some stuff on Hulu is free. A lot of it you need a membership.
That's true. I
Yes.
get a membership through Spotify, so.
Oh, nice. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
and Hulu also has some great anime shows. They've got the new Dragon Quest show, which the second episode just debuted earlier, and I highly recommend it. They've got My Hero Academia, and
Yeah.
probably some other good things too that I can't think of.
My Hero Academia, the anime that absolutely bombed in Japan but did well in the West.
Seriously, it bombed in Japan as
Oh,
big
yeah.
as it is?
They did not like it. The only reason it's going is because it was popular in the West.
It's probably
Wow.
got like a cult following nowadays, I would hope.
Maybe, I don't know. But when it originally came out, they did not like it, from what I read.
It's
Hard
It's
to
a good
imagine
show.
considering how popular that show is.
Brandy had a hard time with the whiny protagonist because she's never watched shows like that. You know, she's never seen Evangelion, which has an even worse protagonist.
Oh,
Look
God.
at it.
Shinji is so annoying.
Yes, and My Hero Academia is... He starts out whiny and he cries a lot, which, again, is not endearing. But he does grow pretty quickly, so he's not like Shinji where he's just always awful.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because Shinji is just a whiny little brat through that
That's it.
whole series.
I
And,
teach
you know...
high schoolers. They give me enough whining every day.
And Bob Jones says that mangoes are very popular in Japan. That's good to know. They are a delicious fruit.
Interesting.
Yes, I love mangoes.
They make
So,
Moscato, so I'm
am I
happy.
You didn't like it that much. I like it a
Not
lot.
this one. The other one I did.
Yeah. We can't talk about it. It's stuff on stream. Which part? What time is it? It's about 1 hour into the stream. I'll never forget. Yay! Stuff in the room. Anyway, mangoes are very cheap where Icky lives.
Well, yeah, 'cause
And
that's
Ad
where they're
says he
from.
likes Yeah, everyone says One Punch Man is very good. I've never seen it. Ah, scary fire guy.
First season was very good. Second season, not so much.
Really?
Yeah. You can tell that they were just kind of doing it because it was popular enough to make money.
True. Well, I just had to refresh my stream and I got an ad. Paul, have you contacted CD Projekt Red?
About
Cyberpunk? Hint, hint, wink, wink.
I would love to do a stream for it. The thing is, they're probably going to prioritize bigger streamers, bigger than we are. But it is worth a shot, so you're right.
I mean, you'd have to do, a year's worth of streams to even get out of the tutorial in that game.
And, it's a game that I actually might consider just buying for myself, except that I have never even played through The Witcher 3 all the way like I obviously should and would love to.
Why does it matter? It's a separate game.
It's a completely different game version.
But I mean, it's, similar type of game from the same developer. It just reminds me that I haven't even played The Witcher 3, so why am I considering another ridiculously huge game? So am I
That's true.
supposed to jump on that?
No, you don't have that gem yet. That's why it's transparent like that.
Okay, good.
Once you get that red gem, then you can come back here and it'll take you to a bonus area.
Gotcha. What's it? So fast and challenging. Yeah, for a perfectionist, a completionist type person. Ooh, look, there was a special box down there. Can I go down and get it? Yay, I hit it. But how do I get back up? Brian, do you know how I get back up? I don't see how.
Jump on the rail? Can you hit the rail? It might take you up.
Oh, you're right. Good.
Dang, nice.
Yes, great call.
Expert
was
gamist.
Whew. Okay, so watch out for the nitro thing. Oh, I touched one. No, is it going to make me lose the thing that I hit? Or is it still
No, you hit the checkpoint. You hit the thing
it's still
before you
there.
hit the checkpoint. Is it still there? Well, you got to do it again.
Yeah, not a big deal. Alright, so I want the golden thing. Alright, I did it. Good. Alright. There's a big muscle guy. He's from Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Can't we just get Beyond Thunderdome already?
Sounds like you can get
Wow, he
beyond
looks mean.
Hey, a gem! I finally actually got a hidden gem. I don't have to be
Nice.
frustrated about it for once. Yeah.
I mean, it was pointing at it with arrows, Paul.
Yeah, well... Pointing isn't that big a deal. Lots of people point. Want metal? Ah, no. Alright.
Sometimes.
Hey, No Time's here. Glad to see you, No Time for Games.
Yeah, I want a medal. Are you giving them out?
I'm thinking about it.
You were the awesome, cool, you never know.
So, I hope everybody read the newsletter. I commissioned a new video for my classroom, as Brian was chatting with someone about earlier. So, this time it's the guitarist of my favorite band, the Aquabats, and the video is about plagiarism. So why did I pick this guy in particular for this video? Well, I wanted someone to talk about plagiarism, and I knew that he had been to college, because he has a master's degree and he's working on his doctorate.
Nice.
So, yeah, so I expected he would be able to talk about plagiarism fluently.
And he even wrote a book.
Yeah, he wrote a book too. So, he's great.
That was good, Matt.
Heck, Matt.
Yep. It's true.
I've killed for
That
less.
was
What about these
that was good. That was very good, Matt.
these boxes? No, he cited a bunch of sources. He tells you in the video. Again, all of you should watch the video if you haven't already. But he tells you in the video how many citations are in his book, which is very helpful. You know.
Oh my god,
So-
bibliographies and books are just insane.
So it's not. I mean, it's not like as funny as the videos from the MC Bat Commander, like the one about COVID and stuff. But it is. Oh boy, it's
But just as boring?
not boring. But the point is, it's useful. It serves its purpose of talking about plagiarism, like I needed it to. So
Well, that's good.
yeah, I'm glad. And if your first instinct is to roll your eyes and stuff, then you're a douche and you shouldn't be on my Discord server.
Oh.
Oh, I totally rolled my eyes at you, Paul.
I was talking about someone else, but okay. How do I get to these boxes?
This is actually really difficult. You have to jump and then spin at the last second.
Ooh.
Oh, never mind. You can just do that.
But no, it wasn't a good idea because I apparently was in range of the explosion and got killed.
You're a little delayed for me, so I was going to tell you that, but you blew up.
Yeah, Matt Young, I have a girlfriend, and I'm not opposed to cool things like that, but no, it's not for me. Here we go.
See ya.
Oh, Avis Mingo, thank you for stopping by. We really appreciate it.
Yep.
I hope you enjoyed the stream. We do this every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We do it because we love checking out different games. That's the whole point of this. Also hanging out with you guys because I love y'all.
Canadian way.
Oh, that was good of him.
That's it.
What a great guy. Matt, remind me to tune into his stream whenever I can. Okay, so just hit it and run. Yes,
Yeah.
hit it and quit it, in other words. As they say.
Sorry.
Yep, you're good. You're good. You don't have to go any further.
Alright, cool.
So you may want to jump on that bouncing steel box. Never mind.
Uh-oh, I should have.
There might have been something up there.
You're right. I thought about it afterwards.
Well, did it say you got every box?
I didn't notice.
Oh. Yeah, GPUs are super expensive, man. You gotta... I would wait right now.
Yeah, seriously.
Because the 30 series NVIDIA GPUs are coming out, and the new Radeon 6000 series are coming out soon. So I would just sit tight.
How do I get
And
these
if
blue
the
things?
if whatchamacallit's saying about the new AMD chips are what they claim to be, they'll definitely be giving the 3080s a run for their money.
I hope so, and I hope they do it for $200 less.
Oh, that was the wrong thing to do.
But
Let's
I
try
doubt
that
it.
again. I'm always tempted to complete these little puzzles. And not get burned to death.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of AMD's GPUs because their drivers tend to be a little jank.
That is true.
But I do like that they force NVIDIA to drop their prices to compete.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Is there anything else up there? Yeah.
And I've been thinking about getting a 3080, but I'm not spending $700 for it.
Or you can spend $1,400 for it.
Yeah, if you want to buy one from quote-unquote MSI.
Yeah. I still can't believe they're pulling that nonsense.
Why is it quote unquote?
Because there's an eBay seller. I can't remember the name of the company. It's like All Star or something like that.
Yeah, it's a
And
subsidiary of MSI.
It is a wholly owned subsidiary of MSI who got caught reselling, scalping their GPUs
Their
for
own
double the
GPUs?
price. Yeah,
Whoa.
for double the price on eBay. And it's just like you got to be a little less blatant about it, guys.
Yeah, why not just like make and sell your products at a fair price? Try that.
Make their products at a fair price. It's just more profitable not to sell at that price.
Yeah, exactly. They can double their profit and do nothing.
No, I don't approve. How do I get up there?
don't know. Oh, there's a thing.
Oh, the double jump didn't get me high enough. That's annoying. We're gonna try again. Hey, way to go, Darker Player. Yeah, I would like Darker Player. I miss achievement hunting, and I would love to get in on this thing where you get reward points for it.
Oh, you can get reward points for it?
Yeah, only until the 19th.
I was like, suddenly I care.
I mean, it's a very good incentive. Very good. Oh,
Yeah, it's the Xbox Fans
Ah, I
Club
did
or
it.
something like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Woo, I did
So
it.
anyone that has a certain amount of achievements already got a notification about it.
Oh, well, I didn't get a notification, therefore I don't have
Yeah,
enough.
Brian has like 2 achievements.
I've only 100%ed like 3 games on the Xbox.
Yeah, that's something.
And one of them you have to 100% to beat it.
That's
What is
different.
that?
Oh god, what is it? Like 1,000 something?
1001 Nights?
No. It was like super early Xbox 360 RPG. JRPG.
Eternal Sonata?
No. Let me look it up. I have it. Let me look at my backlog right.
This show will melt your face off. How do you get up high like that? Look at that. I want to go up there. Is it just a different way around, probably? So I don't see anything that could get me to jump that high. This is still not high enough. See? Not high enough. Whee! Oh my gosh.
You get to choose when the chains, like they.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just activate it when it transitions. Does anyone know, is this coming to the Switch? Heck, Matt Young, that's gross.
Yes, this is coming to the Switch.
Nice. So I could try to jump up over there. Let's give it a try. It's dangerous. Oh god.
You didn't make it.
I mean, did you see the cruelty of the precision required? Just again, they're just being mean.
Or they
the
expect you to
game-
have some skill.
The game is called
No,
Enchanted Arms.
my jump was fine. It's the like your character needs to be able to jump like just 10% farther, and then the game would be fair and not like mean. But again, the meanness is part of the point, apparently, for some people anyway.
Yeah, the game on 360 where you have to get all the
Oh,
achievements to beat it is called Enchanted Arms.
Enchanted
Super-
Arms. Oh, I forgot about that.
Super
is fun all the
early
time.
game, and it's fun. I liked it. It's weird.
Like, again, if you don't care about getting every single thing, then you're cutting down on the frustration. And I guess I'm gonna just pass on this little challenge in particular. Part of me would like to go back and get it all, but ow! Well, people don't want to watch that on the stream.
Fire. Fire's deadly.
Just what I was thinking.
You're welcome.
I didn't know you had it in you, Brian.
There's a little pyromaniac in all of us.
So we've been watching more of Infinity Train, the show on HBO Max, which I've mentioned in the newsletter before. I still highly recommend everybody check it out. It is a really great show. The last couple episodes we watched were very satisfying and intriguing.
Wow, you missed a lot
Achievement,
of boxes.
I know, like a horrible number of boxes. Wow.
bad.
Acquire a flashback tape, whatever that is. Glad I got the
Got
achievement
an
for it.
achievement.
Do I get to
I
go to
mean-
the map screen? Yes, platformers. Well, I don't know. You got JRPGs. That's a pretty great genre too.
I like
Platformers
JRPGs.
are a lot of fun.
Platformers are games that anybody can play though. Not a lot of people like JRPGs.
Yeah, well, not as many. I'd say they have a decent following, but
Well, it's still pretty niche. There might be millions of people who like them, but they're still pretty niche.
okay, let's go try this.
Love them, but I don't have as much time to play them as I used to.
Yeah, they're so time consuming. This game will take you 50 hours if you're trying to get everything, but if you're just trying to beat it, probably more like 8 or 12 or something.
You have obviously never played the Yakuza games, my friend.
Well, is Yakuza... It's not really a JRPG game.
It's an action RPG,
Yeah.
and they're like 40 to 50 hours each of them, and there are 8 of them.
Yeah, no, I didn't mean that all games are only 8 or 12 hours. I just meant platformers like this are probably...
Oh yeah, platformers are generally pretty short, under 10 for the most part. Whoa, this is kind of neat.
Yeah, it's the retro tape you got. Flashback.
Oh, I like it. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of MMORPGs. I have played some in my life, but not a huge amount.
Weren't you played Final Fantasy 14?
Yep. I also played Final Fantasy 11, and I dabbled in WoW for a little bit, but it got boring.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
I
didn't
played
like
WoW for like 7 years.
My wife has played it since almost the beginning, but I only played it for about 6 months and got bored.
Oh, crap. Oh, yeah, messed that one up.
Yeah, I played it for about 7 years and then stopped.
Alright. Yep, I am on the Smash boxes. We had a really fun show and tell planned for tonight, but we ran too late. We'll have to save it for next week. Oops.
Oh, I told you those are not HR appropriate.
Alright, you need to be careful. Oops.
I played Final Fantasy 11 for
Do I not have a checkpoint?
7 or 8 years, and then I've played Final Fantasy 14 since the beginning.
I always wish I...
Since Alpha.
Oh no! No!
In Final Fantasy, I'm rather unhappy that 16 is not coming to the Xbox.
Here we thought it had crashed.
I just wait.
Bandicoot 4.
I would just wait because I have a feeling Final Fantasy 16 will
Oh, no.
come to the Xbox.
I think it's just
Stuttering
another
again.
Sony exclusive, temporary
I
exclusive.
think it's a timed exclusive because 15 was at first as well.
Yeah, I believe it is too. Well,
I don't
why
remember
did
50 being a timed exclusive.
Okay, how do I do that
I
part and get the
believe it
logo?
is.
I gotta figure that out. The game is being buggy.
Game is being super janky. I was like, is my stream being weird?
Yeah.
But Paul's
so
moving over there, so.
Now and then, yes. But I do like the weird visual filter they got on.
That might be what's causing the jankiness, is that filter.
Seems likely. Okay, how do I do this and get all the boxes like I'm supposed to do?
You could spin through those boxes and then land on the other ones. So spin through the ones you keep barely missing.
Will this... Am I gonna be able to... Oh, why did I... I thought that had 5 bounces in it. I didn't bounce on it that many times. Sorry.
It's got a delay thing, kind of like coin boxes in Mario, where
Oh,
if you hit
that's
it and
what
then
it is.
stop, you have
Okay.
to, you only get one more coin out of it.
I did not know that. But it makes sense.
I didn't know that either, but that's exactly the behavior you just saw.
Through a process of deduction, I figured it all out.
Oh man, the swipe keyboards are so annoying sometimes. I have to make sure I preview or edit everything before I hit send, because otherwise I'll send somebody a really weird email that they might not be appreciative of.
Come on! Oh, crash! I was really hoping that would work.
I think you need to leave that one.
No, because then I won't get all 118.
No, I meant like
The
the
object-
one that's right next to that box. You've crashed it every time, and it seems
Okay.
like you could get to that one.
Point it out when we get there, okay? I really... Oh, damn, Paul.
Bandicoot.
Not forgiving, but yeah, this will be a good way to just fill out the rest of the time of the stream. Just trying to get this level. Hopefully, actually succeeding.
We'll see. You're already almost 4 minutes in.
Hey, you ribbed me earlier for giving up on something.
No quitting. You're not allowed.
See? There you go. Rest in peace.
Okay.
Thank you, Epic Quiet. Alright, which one am I leaving? The one...
That you.
Oh, pausing doesn't let you see the screen. I hate that. Anyway,
See, you usually.
don't...
I think you need to. Yeah, that. But now you killed it, so.
Oh, what about now?
Maybe?
Oh, nope, nope. Oh.
Next time, perhaps.
The movement of the air is kind of fiddly. It's not horrible. It's not like the game doesn't feel good to play, but... Do you think what I just did would have worked, though? I
Yeah,
just
that
got rid
should
of
work.
all the high ones, and then...
Yeah, that's probably what they intended you to do.
Okay, cool.
I would think so.
But then I'll still have to get through some other thing. That's the annoying thing about not having checkpoints.
It's a
Oh,
challenge.
Yeah, but an annoying challenge instead of a challenge that makes you feel good.
Maybe it makes some people feel good.
Well,
I
don't think
mean,
people.
maybe it's some people's kink, Paul. You gonna
Maybe
kink
it's
shame in here? Jeez.
Oh no, we never kink shame. What's Quentin Tarantino?
We just don't talk about it.
Yeah, that either. Oh god, no! I would have to get up on top of the topmost box. Ah! You said it, BXT.
This is it, darker player. Just start counting.
We asked the cat to be quiet.
Be quiet, cat.
Yeah, we got this cat who just meows for no reason.
Oh my cat.
I
does that
believe
all
that's
the
what they
time.
do.
Yeah,
There
my
is,
cat
I
does.
mean, sometimes there's a reason, but also for no reason.
I like walk into the kitchen and hear the cat meow and just look over and she's just sitting there in the middle of the floor. What do you want? Let's just leave. Like, I just wanted to screw with you. That's all.
Hey, as I said, I'm not going to.
Is this gonna work? Please work.
I'm not going to shame any of his meowing because it kept him alive.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, I got it out of a tight spot once.
He had gotten really hurt, and basically I heard him meowing, and so.
Oh god, I
could find him.
made it to a checkpoint, yes! I didn't miss anything before the checkpoint. It was all worth it.
Are you sure?
Oh, stop sitting on them.
Are you really sure?
I sure hope not. Bounce on the high boxes, bounce on the low boxes, bounce
At
on
least
all the
this
boxes.
one automatically gives you the fruit from the boxes. The old Crash games used to not give you the fruit.
Really?
You had to pick it up.
Oh god. Okay, we can do this. There are so many boxes here. Oh my gosh. It's too many boxes.
Almost there.
Oh god, all
Did
the
it.
boxes, I did it! Yeah! How about that? Whew. Achievement! Yes! It was worth it! Model test subject.
Is that it?
A lot of adrenaline there. Yeah, look at the outfit. Was I already... Go Crash! Yes! 100%. Okay. Icky's getting ready to do the contest in 5 minutes, apparently. 9 lives to live.
I mean,
Yay! Thank you, Brian. Awesome. Yeah, now that's worth celebrating. See, it was all
you
worthwhile.
started like 15 minutes late, so, you know.
Yeah, so there's nothing wrong with it.
Oh,
Okay. Did I unlock a new skin or anything? It doesn't look... What?
Not yet.
Wait, oh, you have to earn all flashback relics.
Oh.
That's a
Oh,
lot.
that's gonna be rough.
So, just stay as the girl? No, I want to be him. Thank you, tech guy. Okay, thank you, Vinny, also. All you guys. Alright, we'll just play a little more while we finish up the stream. So next weekend we're going back to giving out multiple copies of the game we're streaming. We're doing the new game from Amanita Design, the makers of Machinarium, which is one of my favorite adventure games ever, and we streamed that a few months back. So their new game is called Creeks, which I know Perfect Zero joked about in Discord one time. By the way, I have a Discord and you all should come chat with me there. But anyway, Creeks is a really beautiful looking game, and we've got like 2 Xbox codes and 1 Steam code to give out next week, so I'm quite
Nice.
excited for that. Yeah, it only came out like a month ago or so, 1 or 2 months ago, so it's still a pretty fresh game.
Can't say I've heard of it.
Yeah, they're a small studio located, I don't know what country, probably like Poland or one of those, it's a European country for sure.
Poland is big in the game development scene.
Oh yeah, huge. But it may not be Poland, it may be another one. Oh, don't try to go under that. Is that a trap? Oh, no, it's fine. Alright. So this is a beautiful game. It seems like it has a whole lot of content. Very challenging. It's no pushover. It's not for younger gamers, I would say, but for people who liked the originals, you're very likely to be satisfied.
I like the animation.
Yeah. Matt Wrestling, who streams every Thursday and also way too many other days. He has a chat command for me that promotes our stream, which is nice of him. It's a little bit obscene, but we'll put up with it because we like him.
You should see the one in my channel.
Oh, yeah?
No, you don't have one in my channel.
Boo! Well,
Now
why
everybody's
not?
gonna have
Why the
one.
heck not? Is there any reason to kill all the enemies?
No. They don't give you anything.
That's too bad. No.
Again.
There's also a y-axis component to this level, which it doesn't need. Like, this kind of level should only have one one plane.
All of these levels have that, Paul. The entire game.
Well, it doesn't usually mess with me, but here it is. Kill or be killed, after Quiet says. You were supposed to remind me, Matt. Did you ever remind me? I don't think so.
It's your fault, Paul. Just admit it. It's your fault.
No! I need to be reminded. I was busy. Alright, here we go.
Sure.
Alright.
Too
am I
busy
in
to
the
write a
middle?
paragraph? Is that what you tell your students?
Well, I was doing something.
I keep them busy.
She does keep me very busy.
La la.
But it wasn't that.
Sure.
We were playing EDF for Tom, I think.
Nerds.
We do that too.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
Heck yeah, I've been missing it.
Old man bumping ugly. Jeez.
I did fart. Whoa. Oh, nobody need to be thinking about that. And I'm not that old.
Sure you're not.
Still a lot of spark left in me, okay?
Hey, 40's the new 50. You know.
New 50. I don't think that's how it goes. Oh, God. What was that? Turned into an
wow.
angel
That's,
You-
that's,
you haven't
that's,
seen it
that's
yet?
harsh.
No, does it happen sometimes?
Yes, it happens.
Matt Wrestling,
harsh,
that's
Matt.
wrong.
That's harsh.
Wow.
Very wrong.
Hey, Paul, they make meds for that now.
Oh, golly gosh. For electronic dance music?
Yeah, I mean, you know, called ecstasy.
Lordy. Well, we did go to that rave that one time. Would you call it a rave? Or whatever it was. We went to an electronic dance music concert. Yay, No Time for Games! Thank you very much. No Time for Games, did I mention that someday we're going to go up to Wisconsin, so we really would... What hit me? Oh,
The ceiling.
the ceiling kills you?
The
chain.
ceiling.
The chain.
Why the heck do you want to go to Wisconsin? I've been there.
Well, because Thyrenia and
Wolfie is there.
Wolfie and No Time are there, so we could visit all three of them at
You
once.
could just go to
Really cool.
Chicago. Chicago's right next to it.
Well, we could visit Chicago in Chicago. That'd be pretty cool. But
I've been Chicago's a pretty cool town. Got a lot of good food.
Fire got me that time.
Um,
I've been to Chicago. I really hated driving around it, but we do live in a world of Uber now, so that's...
Yeah, Chicago's a
big
crazy
improvement.
town to drive around. Their
Yeah,
metro
very
system's
unpleasant.
pretty good.
And this was before the days of cheaply available GPSs. Like, they probably existed, but they would have been out of my price range.
Oh, yeah. If it's been more than 15 years, yeah.
Yes, it has. I was probably about 22 back then.
Oh, geez. So, like 25 years ago.
Approximately 18 to 20 years ago, okay.
Actually, GPSs were available if you knew how to make one. You could get a Windows computer, buy a $100 piece of mapping software, and a $100 adapter, and you had your GPS. I used to use it back. I used to do that back then.
Look
for
at that.
work.
What is that? It looks like a floating VHS tape, but I can't get it. Does anyone
That's what
know?
it looks like. I don't know.
Is it just a bug?
Ah.
I don't think so. There's got to be something you can do to make it come up.
There's no switches right around here. Anybody in the audience know what to do? Yeah, no, everybody. It's transparent, so I can't get it. But what would I do to make it apparent? Besides get it bright out. There's a little word joke there.
Yes, I got that. Maybe you have
Oh.
to do the bonus level and it come back and it does it.
Yeah, we could try. By the way, I wanted to use I told a joke right after the debate happened, this week's debate, and I would love to tell it to you guys in the audience too. So I know Brian will groan at it. But I don't know if you guys in the audience caught the debate. I slept through it myself.
So did,
Uh-oh.
so did the two people involved.
But I heard it was pretty fly.
It's just terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That's worse
So-
than a dad joke.
Yeah, you're pretty boned. You have to go back and, or you'll have to come all the way
I believe it
back.
is totally in the style of a late night show host's opening monologue joke. and I
Epic
stand
Wise
by
and
it.
Hope It Flies.
Nice, Epic Quiet. See? That joke bugged that guy. Brilliant. Actually, using the word fly as a verb, as an adjective, a 90s style adjective, I think is original and rad.
I mean,
Okay, so
it was pretty fly for a white guy.
thank you.
That one going.
Is there any way to get back up to there? Let's find out.
I mean, you could just not jump on the box.
I have to have all the boxes. How do I get
You
to
don't.
that top box, though? I really don't see a way to jump up there.
Get the slide under the two boxes,
Right. And then, but I mean, how would I get
and
up to
then
the top of it?
jump over to the right platform, and then jump back to the left.
Heaven Smile, way to go! Does it matter if I get all the fruit? Tell me it doesn't matter.
GG. The fruit? It only matters
Yeah, I
if you
mean,
get all the fruit in some levels, because it'll do a counter for it.
I mean, there's some numbers displayed in the bottom left corner. Uh-oh. That
No, it'll
thing,
actually
right?
be like the boxes, where it'll be, you have 50 out of 70.
Oh, that's not nitro. It's fine.
No, that blows up the nitro.
Congratulations. I really hope you enjoy it. Okay.
Did it!
All 19 boxes, yeah!
And you didn't die 18,000 times.
Yeah, I only died once or twice. What about the VHS tape?
No.
Still can't get the VHS tape, and that is a ripoff. Because the VHS levels are quite cool.
Yeah, there's probably something you gotta do.
So thank you very much to Activision for supporting the stream this time. That was really, really nice of them. Can't usually get a spare code for extra games like this, but somehow we pulled it off. I mean, for big, fresh AAA games. And isn't it nice to see a platformer treated as a AAA game? I think so. What do I do about this?
Slide into it.
Okay. Ow! It still blew up on me. Do I need to slide all the way under it? I guess.
You needed to not let it fall on your head.
By sliding all the way under it, right? Because otherwise it would fall on my head. I'm thinking. So should we bother? I guess we're gonna go ahead and beat the level if some of you will stick around.
I am buying both PS5 and Xbox One X, or Xbox Series X rather. The Xbox is for my wife, and the PS5 is for me.
The Xbox sex, as some people call it.
As some immature people call it.
Mature and immature alike. We still hope to get it right at launch. I was not able to get a pre-order because both Amazon and Best Buy totally bundled their pre-orders, which they should not have done.
I got super lucky and got one from Microsoft.
It almost right away.
What do you
I
get
mean-
for getting a bunch of fruit? You get a 1-up or something?
Yeah, normally you would. I don't know what you get in this though. When you're on the
It's,
difficulty setting.
Having the back from your nutritionist.
Yep, they'll be quite proud of me.
And your
Okay.
proctologist.
So, I want to use this to bounce up to there, switch it so that I don't hit the nitro,
Yeah.
and try to keep going up that way for some
Spin
kind
the
of thing.
nope, spin the box, and then switch it again and land back on the platform that you're standing on.
Oh god.
Whoa, that was weird.
I lived.
Nice.
I don't even know what I was doing. Oh, okay. It looks like there was a little more I could have climbed up to get. But
Do a crouch jump.
I'm trying. Why are you always trying to get me to make my crotch jump? Anyway.
I mean, I have a bet.
So I don't think I'm going to be able to get that, but that's alright. We just want to beat the level 40.
Yeah.
Where everyone leaves without saying goodbye.
Oh, you can
Always say goodbye, people.
Oh, I see. You use that to get up here to and then the platform comes down. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, it was a lot.
That's advanced strat stuff there.
Agreed. Nope, I didn't hit the switch in time. I thought I was switching.
Crispy. Very crispy.
Does it taste good with ketchup?
Tastes good with barbecue sauce.
Oh, belly gosh. Okay. Now, crouch and just crawl. Alright.
See.
There's a fire thing. I don't like those fire things very much. Nope. Just can't say that I do. Okay. So there's a high up thing there. It looks like I want to jump across to it. Can I do that, do you think?
Maybe.
Ah, I did it. Wow. Oh, we'll go back. Go back. I want the other boxes too. Oh, but it's like either or, because I wouldn't be able to break them.
Oh, yeah, those are body slam boxes. That sucks.
Oh, I can't get up that high. Yeah, what a shame. Oh well. We'll make do. And I need to go under this.
Good lord, these levels are long.
Yes, they are a bit long. Again, they're trying to give you your money's worth. It's a $60 game after all, but I mean the production values and the amount of content really do seem to justify it quite well. Oh, we got a 3D part. Let's do it. Bye, ads. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for getting up early or staying up late, whichever one it was for you today. We really do appreciate it. Ah, I'm rolling around in a big ball. This is strange. Hamster wheel ball thing. Hamster ball, yes. Ah, it's like Marble Madness all over again. Yikes. Ah. So tomorrow I'm supposed to have a guy from Houston who's going to come down and sell me an arcade one-up machine. So everyone wish me well and that he doesn't kill me or anything.
Oh, he's totally gonna murder you.
Oh, I sure hope not. Ah.
Don't let your little spear thing fall into the black water, because it slows you down.
I don't know what that means, but try not
You
to.
went through black water and it slowed you down, so I'm just gonna catch you.
The Pirates of Dark Water.
Whatever.
Oh look, there's a remote control here, and there's a little cart, and look, hitting the remote control actually moves the little RC car. Oh, and I got a color gem, rad.
Nice.
That was a clever little puzzle.
Nice, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, not challenging or anything, but you just need to notice it.
See that black liquid. That slows
So,
you down.
oh, I see. So watch out for it is what you're saying.
Yep, don't roll through that if you can help it.
Well, it's kind of... I mean, this is not an easy angle from which to play a game.
I mean, this is a very classic Crash Bandicoot angle,
Yes, agreed. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying it's hard to see things like that and react to them quickly. I don't know why it's gotta have that freaky synthesizer voice. Yeah, we made it. So now I hit the exclamation block. Is there anything back there? No. Okay.
Kills all the nitro bombs.
150. Well, I only missed 12. All right, we beat another level. And got an achievement out of it. Emerald Gemerald. Find the hidden green gem. Nice. So I guess they get a specific achievement, each of these colored gems, apparently.
Yeah, I think there's 5 or 6 in the game.
Green is my favorite color, I'll have you know.
Well, there you go. You got lucky.
Yeah. Besides my glasses are green, you can't really see it much because of the green screen.
They just look invisible to me.
So once again, we've been playing Crash Bandicoot 4, which is out now on Xbox One and PlayStation 4, coming later to the Switch and hopefully PC. $60, easily worth it. I totally loved it. Thank you, Brian, for co-hosting. It's always great to have you on microphone.
It was a pleasure to be here.
Yeah.
Okay, Tom is on mic, although his mic is badly malfunctioning. Thank you, Tom, just for being around. You're a good friend. We appreciate it. Brandy, thank you for supporting me from the left over there.
Always.
Thank you to Activision for making this great game and giving us a copy of it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Remember, we stream every Saturday, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. I love you guys, and remember, don't hate, appreciate.
Bye.
Fare thee well. Tyler's a dirty SOB.
He sure is. You're welcome, Vinny, Tech Guy, Ads, Icky, Jono, Bob Jones, Darker Player, BX Latino Heat, Thyrinia, Wolfie, Batosi, Dr. Sabota, No Time for Games, Jordan, Cloven Casey, probably some other people I'm forgetting.
Lady Canic.
Yeah, Lady Canic and Aaron, whatever her new nickname is. I missed what it was.
I forgot.
Oh, gotcha, Icky. Yeah.